Hello family, welcome to another episode of Behind the Call. I am Harriet Asante and I am your host for today. Now guess what? Today I have a very important, special and amazing man that I'll be interviewing. But before that, I want to show a few appreciation to the CEO of Topman Multimedia, also to my crew and also to our viewers. You guys are doing so well. We appreciate your views and we also appreciate you subscribing. Keep subscribing, keep liking and also keep commenting. Now, as I said earlier, today I have a very interesting man of God. He is amazing and I love him so much, and I know you are going to love him as well. Let us welcome Jonn Winner. So Jonn,
hi.
Welcome to Behind the Call.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, and yes, because we see you all over, and I've been thinking, how am I going to get this guy into my studio, and getting you here, it's amazing. And I'm very glad to have you today. And I know your viewers are glad to have you as well. So Jonn, let's get quickly and straight into the main reason why we are here. I know a lot of people would want to know who Jonn is. So who is Jonn? I want to know as well. Who is Jonn?
Okay, basically, Jonn Winner, in real life as Jonn Okoinkum Jr.
Okay.
Growing up with a very strong and staunch Christian background. Started singing at a very early age.
Okay.
At the age of 13 years, I was a choir director of my church, a big church, a mega church actually. Played the bass guitar. Growing up, music is everything. My family is into music. My mom is almost 70. She's a choir director and the praise and worship leader, respectively.
Okay.
My kid brother plays on the like the music kind of thing. I have taken music professional and commercial.
Okay.
So now let's get to me. Jonn Winner is a frontline missionary, not your regular gospel musician. I stand for the less and the privileged. I'm a voice for the voiceless. I'm the voice for people who are lonely in society because of where I'm coming from. I'm coming from the ghettos. After being a church boy, later I went into the ghettos, to be that bad boy, seeing it, done it all, then back to the church to serve God and, to serve the ministry. I can say that I started doing professional singing 8 years ago.
Okay.
It's been 8 years now doing professional singing. I was singing fine, but I mean professionally. Yeah, I had few songs to record with Sugar Burma, which blew very big in Ghana. They were secular songs. And there was this vacuum inside me that will always make me go back to my first love. That is Christ. So even in all that, I was not happy. I was not finding fulfillment till I got back on track to do what God has called me to do. As in being an impact to the younger generation and being a channel of blessing, reaching out to the people of my time, you understand.
Yeah.
I believe there's a lot that we need to share with people, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done on the ground, especially when it comes to the youth and the younger generation. So Jonn Winner is basically a frontline missionary and not your regular gospel musician who stands for the street. I'm a street ambassador. I'm a frontline missionary.
Wow. You heard that right. He's not the normal musicians, gospel musicians. Now, talking about you going into the ghettos, even though you were from the church, you brought up in the church home, but then you had to go to the ghettos. There are a lot of people who are in the church, even as of now, they've not really had the chance to go to the ghetto. So when you're talking about God bringing you out from a situation, from the gutters, they actually don't even understand, because they were born in the Christian home and they've been in the Christian house background. They don't know anything about going to the world and coming back to God. How is the feeling? How did you know that, okay, I have been called, I don't want to, I've been saved? How was it? How was the feeling?
Okay, so as I told you earlier on, coming from that staunch background, I knew Christ.
Okay.
I was a church boy. Actually, I was the person going to national levels for my church quiz and saw drills.
Okay.
Now, fast forward, let's talk about your question. And it's about assignment, it's about destiny, it's about purpose. In my case, God took me there to go and learn. Okay, God took me there to go and learn so that I will not be pious, I will not be sentimental, I will not be judgmental. God wants me to reach some caliber of people. Until you are there, you cannot address that. in life, you can only give what you have. You can't give what you don't have.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And till you be in other people's shoes, you never understand where they are coming from.
Yeah.
You know, so when there's a special assignment of God upon your life, like a purpose to reach out to certain people, God takes you through a wilderness experience. He takes you into the wilds. He takes you into that place to have a feel of what life is all about there. So where I stand now, there are a lot of issues that I don't have to treat them spiritually. I treat them psychologically, because I know, okay, this person is going through this. It's not about prayer. I need to talk to the person. Maybe the person smokes. I don't have to now come and judge the person. Why do you say no? Okay. But there's a way I talk to you and I chip in the word of God. You know, you get it. You get to know that, okay, it means that everybody can change. There's a time, and there's hope for everybody.
Exactly.
You get me? So proud to my assignment. I would say that it's more about my assignment or purpose or destiny. God took me there to learn, so that I'll be able to reach out to people. I step out as of now. I drive to places people smoke weed. I go to places that are prostitutes, and I don't feel bad about it.
Wow.
I'm super excited. I'm with them. Like, if you go to the street now, they hail me like part of them. I have people who smoke weed and now they started going to church because of me. I have people who are prostitutes and now they are in church because of me. Because they are like, hey, the other people who came, the way they were behaving, they made us feel that we are not even worthy of God's grace and mercy. But can I tell you something? We are in the grace dispensation. And the church is losing it in a way, because in the quest of the church trying to gather the people, they later scatter them because they end up being judgmental, you know, making the people feel that they don't even deserve God's love and all that.
Yeah.
But now let's come back to the story of the prodigal son. The day he left home, his father always stood at the balcony waiting for him to come back. It should tell you about the relationship between God and man, that even when we fall, the man is ready to pick us up. He said the righteous shall fall 7 times, but yeah, he shall rise again. So I don't regret my past, never. It taught me so much, and how to relate with people and how to handle people.
Yeah. So talking about you not regretting your past, would you say that your past has actually redefined your way of thinking and your way of doing things?
It has gone a long way to affect my life, my ministry, and my person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you came into the music industry, that's when you started music.
Yeah.
I saw in one of your posts that you wanted to change the music industry. You wanted to change the way things are because you feel like it's boring. Can you elaborate more about that? And do you think you have actually been able to achieve that so far?
When I say I'm being able, then I try to take the credits to myself, but it's the help of God and the help of the Holy Spirit. I can't do it by myself, but when God enables me, I can do it. To talk about the change, number one, there's this time that Christians believe that mediocrity is spirituality. I'm sorry, but let's jump it before I get attacked.
I think that is true.
So in my case, saying that has to do with a brand promise. I have a brand promise, and my brand promise is excellence. I don't do anything beneath excellence. I don't strive for anything apart from excellence. So when I'm talking about the change and the phase, it has to do with the sense and the touch of excellence in our gospel, contemporary gospel, urban gospel fraternity. You understand? It is long overdue that people just want to stand by a flower pot and some house with some camera and, you know. Why am I saying this? The secular people are hitting certain marks and they are getting the numbers, and the youth is following. They are building the mileage, they are building the leverage. The church is not doing that. All in the name of quote unquote spirituality. You get me? So my coming in here is to give people the reason to know that Christianity is not boredom. And number two, the time has come that artistry, musicmanship should marry corporate Ghana. You understand? We should be able to present things that will make us get the big gigs. I don't see why some of us, Joe Meta cannot be the face of MTN, or me can be the face of British Airways. You know, so when we mean the change we are talking about is a new phase of the gospel era that our predecessors have done their quota. Now it's a baton, and what happens? Are we going to let it stay like it is? Are we going to change it? That's the kind of change I'm talking about here. The change that will make it lucrative. The change that will make the young people want to get on board. Something that will make it attractive. You get me? So now I'm getting a lot of young people inboxing me every now and then. They're like, I was doing secular, I don't want to do it again. I want to do urban gospel. They said I want to do contemporary. I have a lot in my inbox. People contact me for featurings and all that. And I'm like, I'm available any day for you guys because this is my agenda and I want to see it being accomplished. I want to see young people become vibrant gospel musicians all over the world, not necessarily, you know. Okay, now let me go deeper. Some of us, we get people like the Sunny Bodies, the Joe Metals.
Yeah.
We bring people from the street and come and give them in the church to nurture them.
Okay.
You get me? So that's the kind of change I'm talking about.
Okay.
The change that we know our assigned roles.
Yes.
That this is where we stand, and this is the next phase of this to the next phase of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Your songs are actually different.
Okay.
I've listened to a few ones.
Okay.
Big God, Odo, and there was one that I think it was talking about your life some 4 years ago.
Okay.
And when I was listening to it, I'm like, this is different.
Okay.
Your videos, the words you rap, it's different. The way you dress, the way you carry yourself.
Okay.
Don't you think that affects the way other gospel musicians relate with you? Does it?
It does before, but before we said Jack, they were all jumping into what we're doing. Yeah. First, they used to complain that we are trying to look too flashy. We are trying to look we're trying to look too luxurious. But now let's talk about. Let's get deeper into this convo. The truth is that the videos I shoot are not luxurious videos. I don't just shoot videos. My videos are business videos.
Okay.
If you see anything visual from me, there's another business behind my visuals. Okay, so Big God, I promoted Mercedes-Benz. So it's not about luxury. I promoted a brand so that when I should go back there and tell them I want to be the face of Mercedes, they should be able to give me a deal and as an ambassador. Okay, call him. I shot with certain yachts and certain jet skis and all that. There are companies out there in Dubai. As in that years of 2015 to 16, I promoted Marina Mall, Dubai in Ghana before people started engaging a lot in Ghana Marina Mall. You understand? So I can't imagine. I shot that in South Africa in Sandton, the Rolls Royce showroom. I promoted the Rolls Royce Ghost, the latest model, and I promoted McLaren with my colleagues and my mates in the ministry. They understand because there's a line I've taken. Okay. There's a place I'm going, and it's not just a place, but it's a torch bearing and a pace setting, trailblazing, pathfinding agenda. That I'll get a lot of young people to follow. You understand? We want to. It's a movement that will get young people to get on board, because the church people are moving. Like people are the rate at which the youth is moving towards Shatawali and all these are people. What are Christians doing? What is the church doing? When I talk about this, if I go deeper into this, it will raise a lot of eyebrows.
Oh, you have to go.
Because the church has even failed in that area.
Interesting.
Yes, where the church needs to have fundings to help people who are creative, from choreography down to poetry to music to everything. There should be a funding for the church.
Yeah.
They're only doing educational fundings, but you understand. But here lies the case: a young person has a proper plan for his act. He presents this to the church authority board, and they're like, okay, we need to help this guy to a level, then someone else, a bigger organization, picks him from there. But a lot of people are dying with their giftings and their talents in the church. Okay, so they are forced to live a life out of their own life. Let me tell you, the most dangerous thing in this life is to live without purpose. Okay? You can live without purpose and still make it. Maybe you can have 3 cars, 5 cars, 2 houses, but when you live life with purpose, you find fulfillment.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
And because it is your area, you also explode.
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Fish can only survive in water.
Jonn, you've not always been in the music industry. You started with, I think, a contemporary music. I think you had a worldie song.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we call it.
Secular.
Secular song, yeah. Do you think you started at that place because you didn't have a lot of funding, or you wanted to use that as a way to get known before you get back to the Christian world? Why did you have to start from there?
Okay, actually, after I left the church, that's way back second cycle education. The art in me was an R&B art and a lover of dancehall person. So it was like my mainstream game. I just went back to do what I'm doing. Started playing live band, jamming to live band songs myself, R2Bs, mentioned them from Samini and all that. We were doing live concerts, we were hosting shows in Tema and all that. Now, what I'm saying is my singing secular songs was to do a project with Trigger Bema. Actually, what happened was that my friend had a record label, Richie Rich, and the agreement was that I'll be the next artist after Trigger. Okay, so I had to help Trigger to finish his project. Then I'll be the next artist that we had already signed as an artist under the record label. But the projection was, let's finish one artist, then we move to the next artist. So I had to help Trigger Bema for that project. So I was on 3 songs on that project. That's what happened before I released that secular song. And even when I was doing that with Trigger Bema, I was still recording contemporary gospel on the side. My record label didn't know about that. Okay. These were songs that I intended dropping them as inspirational songs, because you see, there was something in me that will always make me feel there's a vacuum somewhere around my heart. When I go to the nightclubs, I chill, have my fun. When I go home, I'm still lonely. Yeah. What is the problem? It means growing up as a church boy, there was an impact, there was an impartation from my mom and the very men of God that I had the opportunity to go through them, you know, to be mentored and go through the nurturing and harnessing stages of my life. So, secular was not like I went there to be popular, no. Okay. Why? No, because even when the song became a big hit, I didn't shoot the video. Okay. I didn't shoot the video with Trigger. Yes. From Angelica to Cocotier to Cover. The title, you know the song, bra 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 bajiko dear. Yeah. Una wenya wu dear, na wenze menya mi dear. Yeah. You know, and it was big. But I didn't shoot the video for it, you know, because my mom would even die if my mom should see me on set shooting a second. You know.
So she didn't know you were in that company, she didn't know about.
Later, when I started going dreadlocks, then she knew I was going, so she had to intervene, call men of God to step into, you know. Then each was right, you know. Before then, all the men of God wanted me closer, and I was doing. Currently, the current president of Apostolic Church, the whole world, Dr. Aaron Amina, became my father. He mentored me in the early stage of my ministry and my life. Actually, he was the one who took care of me in secondary school. He paid my school fees. Yeah, he took me in as a son, you know. So over a time, they came to find out that I was going to dreadlocks. I'd gone into all man. I become a hard guy, you know, stubborn, you know. I even wanted to drop Christianity and go into Rastafarianism and all that.
That was serious.
Yeah.
Really
so my mom stepped in, and they had people praying me back into the church.
Wow. That's the love of a mother. Yeah. Very interesting. Talking about Big God, that is one of your hit songs. And it has actually gotten an award. It has won an award. Yeah. And the most exciting part and also surprising is where the award is coming from.
Okay.
How did that happen?
I think Foresight, if we all attest to the fact that Ghanaians are watching, Foresight is putting Ghana somewhere. Foresight is projecting Ghana audio visuals there. You don't just see anything on Foresight TV. Foresight TV is the definition of Ghanaian authentic contemporary visuals. You understand? When you talk about top-notch images, when you talk about top-notch, you know Foresight. So first, it's coming from Foresight because Foresight thought it wise that I deserved it. 2015, I was nominated for Best Gospel Video with Call Him, and I was supposed to win that video hands down. Okay. For some reasons, they couldn't announce the award in the conference center. Wow. So after 4 weeks after the awards, then they called an artist, Ken's Kid, and they gave him that award.
Really?
You know, yes. in Foresight office, not in. So they couldn't announce. So this is not the first time I'm basically saying this is not the first time I've been nominated for Foresight knows me that okay, when it comes to gospel videos, everybody cannot take that away from me. Yes, it is my own place. It's my own place I've pitched myself to, because when I was coming into the scene, I told myself that I'm not going to do what everybody's doing.
Exactly.
What will make me exceptional apart from what I came here to see? So I put in a lot when it comes to my video shooting, and when it comes to my work, I don't make friends, I don't make family. When it comes to my ministry and my business, I don't blend friends. I make sure we deliver. I'm results oriented. So when it comes to work, ministry, when it's video, I'll sit back and watch the trashes myself. As you're editing, and I'll be with you. We'll be doing this. Let's fix this. Of course, the script will be there. We'll follow the script, but we'll make sure we put. I'm careful about my angle shots and all that. It's passion. If you're obsessed with what you're doing, you make sure you get the best out of it. So I want to take this privilege to thank Foresight TV for honoring me with such an award, and it's a win for the urban and contemporary gospel fraternity. At least we know that we are being recognized by Ghanaians, that we are doing something, and that is my joy. So coming from Foresight was like, all right, so let's see now, urban gospel is taking a new turn. I can boldly tell you that this award is going to be a major door opener for urban gospel and contemporary gospel.
Exactly. Now, talking about awards, we know that the VGMA is coming up very soon. Our nominations are already out. But I don't know if it's because your song is urban. We didn't see anything that has to do with you winning Foresight. At least you should have also been able to get to their category. Is it because of what you do, or is it because they think you are not there yet?
First and foremost, I think the challenge has to do with the media. Yes, the media think that they don't have enough content to even feed their consumers. They think the secular they are even getting is not enough to feed their consumers. So why would they have to bring urban gospel in? Yet we ride on same tempos most of the secular songs. So which easily means our songs can be played like they do for the other secular. So I'll take this opportunity. Let the dead bury the dead. Let's not talk about the VGMA now, but the next VGMA, we plead with Ghana media. We plead with all the media houses, from radio to TV to the newspaper. They should give us a voice. They should give us that media space, because we have a lot to offer, and I can assure you that they will earn every money they invest in us. They are going to recoup it. They should know that we can give them value for any money they invest in us. So this is the time that VGMA needs to really open up and fix us in there. So we want to say a big thank you for some of you who are playing our song, but we urge you to play it more so that we have that mileage, we build that leverage, and we get that following, so that the next VGMAs will all be on.
Exactly. But do you guys believe that you are pushing the urban gospel that far for the media to also capture it and know that, okay, these guys are really doing something, they are pushing, so let's also push them?
In that case, we have to be a unified force, because what we need now are breakthrough songs. We need breakthrough songs. We don't need to quarrel among ourselves. We don't need to argue among. What we need now are major breakthrough songs. That I feature Joy's Blessing, and it cuts through, and it becomes a big hit. You understand? Then they're like, oh, urban gospel, really? Then this one and this one does another collaboration, or even single-handedly as solo artists. We need breakthrough songs. When we get breakthrough songs, I'm telling you, they'll accept us. It's going to be a good step.
Talking about breakthrough songs and collaborations, I don't see you collaborating with a lot of, especially the Ghanaian musicians, gospel musicians.
I get you. I know.
How is that going to happen?
I have a lot of plans featuring. Currently, I'm featuring Uchiagu. I'm going to work with Joy's Blessing. I have just a few to mention. I have a lot of people. The urban gospel guys. I have a song I want to do with King's Kid. I have a song I want to do with King's Kid. I have a song. I've already done one with Minister Kobe Music. He's a UK-based guy, but now he's here in Ghana. and he's a radio presenter as well as in Unique FM. So that song is already out. I have a lot of collaborations upcoming. I don't want to tell them everything, or else they will know my plans.
Then we look up to seeing more of you this year.
2020 is work. They've not seen anything because I'm working behind the scene. Before they see, they take off. So everybody brace yourself. Jonn Winner says so.
Jonn Winner says so. Now, talking about you having a lot of plans, what's your newest album that is coming up?
Oh, okay. My projects are, I do projects.
Okay.
So the first one was African Praise and Worship Invasion 1 project.
Okay.
So the next one is African Praise and Worship Invasion 2, African Praise and Worship Invasion 3. That is how my albums come.
Okay.
So African Praise and Worship Invasion 2 is coming live, loud, unplugged, fire, like out of the hook.
Okay.
Unplugged, like dope. You know what I mean? Fireworks, yeah. We are going out of the church settings. We are breaking the stethoscope.
I can't wait. Is the date already set, or is still you guys are still planning?
Oh, we are working on it. For the videos, we have few visuals ready, but we are trying to put them together. So yeah. And I've been made a sanitation ambassador, so I have social responsibilities too as well. So I did my Jama walk to go through the township of Sakumono and the environs to talk about plastic waste and about cleanliness and all that. So this year I'm doing a 1 million walk campaign, Clean Ghana campaign. We walk from the mall to East Legon and clean everywhere. As part of They're the Makola people. Please sponsor us with plenty KK, water, some cash. Then let's get this game done.
Done.
Your dude is ready, man. Fire.
Done. So I know your viewers would want to hear more from you.
Okay.
And I know there are young ones who are coming out, especially people who want to venture into the urban music, but they are not really seeing a lot of you guys, so they don't know how to come about it. What advice do you have for the upcoming?
I think my advice would just follow me on social media. Then let's get interactive there. There's a lot we need to be talking about. So follow me on my Instagram page at Jonn Winner, JONNWINNER.
Okay.
Follow me on Facebook, JONN space winner. Follow me on Twitter at Jonn Winner, JONN, not JOHN, JONNWINNER. Follow me and let's vibe. I want to get interactive. Let's build a conversation. Get to know me. Anything you want to talk to me about, just hit me up in my inbox. That is where I want to build the fan base from. I want us to have fellowship. I want us to commune. Get to know me and let's flow. Let's vibe. I don't want it to be like he's that guy that you cannot reach, and fine. It's good that I have a whole barrier around my ministry and my career, but I'm not that normal person. I like to get down to everybody. I want to be everybody's person. As I told you earlier, I'm a frontline missionary, so it stays as such. So I'm for them. So you know what? Before I leave, I want to say a big thank you for the support you guys have given to me over the years. It's overwhelming. See, the love you show me sometimes blows my mind. I want to say thank you, Winning Nation, Winning Music. You make things possible for me. Every win is our win. It's not about the lights shining on me, but it's about the lights shining on all of us. Let's keep shining our lights. Fire, Jonn Winner.
Jonn Winner. Before you leave my studio, I want you to sing the other song, because that's the only Chi song I've heard. So you have to give us a few.
Semenyawa and come and find me. Uyi mi fi atechemu odi mi yesi.
Wow.
So my reggae said, I can't imagine your grace and your mercy just put me through. I can't explain the way the love no one else would do. I can't imagine.
Why not broke on the by?
Everybody say, oh, God, it be too much. Hey.
You should be here. We are jamming, you know. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I'm humbled once again.
We appreciate you.
Great having you.
We appreciate you.
I see Gospel. Thank Gospel for having me. I want to say you guys are doing massive work and God is impressed. God says thank you.
God says thank me.
Gospel, thank you.
So we've come to the end of another interesting interview with Jonn Winner. I enjoyed every bit of our conversation and I know you enjoyed it as well. Now, as you know, I am Herita Sante and this is Behind the Call. Follow us on all our social media platforms on @GospelOfficial. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel on @GospelTV. I am Herita Sante. This is Behind the Call and this is the Gospel Promoters. I love you. Bye.